Hello, this is John Wilson, student number W1899954. Today I'll be talking about my final year project, which is Flip Clips. It's a mobile app for the extreme sports community to record their videos. Um, in this presentation, we're going to discuss the stakeholders, the functional requirements, the non-functional requirements, the system architecture, the updated time schedule, and the UI design. So the primary stakeholder is the users. These will be extreme sports enthusiasts who want to capture clips with ease, like easier than other tools that they could use. They're the backbone of this project. If they don't adapt it, then the project will just die off and cease to exist. Their needs that they want to that I've done through research, I found what needs to be addressed is like highlight saving, so making the process easier for them to highlight and record clips that are good. The Bluetooth button is another feature that they've told me that they want, which is being able to record a clip in the past by the press of a button, record like the last 15 to 30 to a minute. Social media integrating, so make it easy for them to share it, community engagement, so you can create a little community inside the app, and like a basic simple editing tool so that you can edit it quickly and have it up. I'm also a primary stakeholder, as it's in my interest for this to do well. My expectations of myself is seamless user experience, because it's important for me for the app to be usable by people who are doing extreme sports and make it easy for them to use. The reliable Bluetooth functionality, this is important. It's important for me that works, because that's the primary function of the app. Customizable features, just adjusting clips, things like that. I want it to be a fast app, so low latency, quick processing, engaging community features such as like commenting, liking, maybe creating hubs for people to talk to each other about certain things. Secondary stakeholders includes people like investors, and sponsors, because they could be a stakeholder in the future. They have a stake in whether the app does well, because their things will be seen more. The extreme sports community at large, not everyone just recording clips, but people who are a fan of the extreme sports community, they also will have interest in the app. Social media platforms, because they might integrate things from my app, or benefit from increased engagement from my app. Bluetooth device manufacturers, in the future I could possibly go into business with somebody who makes the devices and create my own. I also need to work with Apple and Google Play Store and adhere to their standards. It's what I talked about before, competitor apps. So these are my functional requirements. I've added a tick to the ones that I've completed. So user management, yes, users are able to sign up, log in, log out securely with and when they're logged in, users global context realise they're logged in, so they don't have to log in every time. Video Bluetooth recording, I haven't finished these parts yet, because that's the next part that I'm moving on to. Video storage, user be able to trim and save clips. That will be done in my editing part. I haven't done that. The videos are currently saved on the user's profile using and local storage, so these are things that I've already finished. Social media features and user engagement. You can currently upload clips to your profile, as you can see from my video. You can view the feed, and you can see other people's posts that's been made. This is using the upright background, so that's my back end, and it's working. I found it very seamless and easy to use, and all the latest clips appear on the top of the page, and you can scroll through and look at people's clips that they've uploaded. You can see your own profile, sharing external integration. You can't download yet, that's not a feature I've made. It will be hopefully in the final version. Push notifications I haven't worked on yet in system performance and notifications, but if I get round to it I will add, like, if somebody likes a post you'll get a notification, things like that. These non-functional requirements like performance, scalability ones like fast response times. Scalability is scalable because the Appright framework I can download and use on a server. So instead of using an Appright system, I can download. If it got bigger, I could download it and use it for myself. It is encrypted natively through Appright, which is good. Data is private. Yeah, available around here. I don't need to talk about that. Yeah, it is robust though. So like, if there's still a few errors on it, but overall it's quite an easy. It doesn't break. There's nothing that you can click that will break the app. It works quite well. A lot of my code is modular, so let me just pull this over here so I can see it. You know, like things like custom buttons, the video card. It's all its own part, so you can either use a different one or keep using the same one, but you can. It's all modular, so you can insert bits to make it easier. Yeah, it has good error logging as well. Compatibility works on, and it works on both iOS and Android, which is a great feature of my app. It means that I only had to develop it for one system instead of developing it for Apple and iOS. So that's a real benefit to me. I haven't touched notifications yet. Note performance, yeah, it's about how quickly the app responds. On my current PC, it does respond fast, but I'm having an issue with download time. But that's just because I have slow internet. You can look at the app offline, but there's not necessarily that much that you can do. Cost efficiency, cloud storage, resource minimize costs. It's not currently an issue, but in the future I may have to download a server if I was to continue it. I am compliant with all legal and regulatory things at this time. Let's move on. So my system architecture, the app is made on React Native Expo. This is a great developing tool. I've found it to be super easy to develop on, as it has like a bunch of tools that I can use that make it super easy to develop on iOS and Android at the same time. Has lots of cool features like camera access, file storage, push notifications, and it doesn't require like crazy back-end work. Yeah, the key benefits you can see: cross-platform, as I've said, faster development, lots of different add-ons you can use, and if something's outdated, it's quite easy to update it. Another thing, I use native Wind for pretty much all of my styling. This just makes it easy for me to style a page. This is things like, let me just find some. It's like class name things. So when you see in my code, if I use class name, I can change text size, I can change positioning, things like that. I find it really useful. Let's move on to the next one. Appright. Yeah, so this is just essentially the whole back end of my program works off Appright. It can handle things such as user authentication. It handles this really well, where like you can only have one session on one mobile device at one time. It's great for the video management side. The databases were super easy to set up, and I found it really easy to use when comparing it with friends who are working even with React Native but aren't using Appright. They're having a lot of trouble when it comes to their database, but I've currently finding it decently easy. This is just a basic diagram. I didn't go into too much detail here, but just shows that the upright database is connected everywhere, and just shows the paths that people can take to certain things. This is just how it's going to work. Here's my time schedule. I realised that I'd be doing a lot more back-end development than I thought I would. It's pretty much back-end all the way through. I don't need to do as much now because I'm focusing on the camera, but as well as working on the back-end, I had to work on the front-end at the same time and build them up together. This is just the easiest way I found it. Bluetooth integration and video editing, I'm kind of doing, that's my next task, and I'll be doing that pretty much at the same time. Just like testing if a feature works on here, and then seeing if the video editing is working as well at the same time. I've pretty much left everything else. I haven't touched testing phase or anything like that, but I'm currently about here. I pretty much finished the back end last week. I might have to do a little bit extra, like on comments and things, but it's fine. Anyway. Ooh. Here we have the UI design. We have the Figma design on the left hand side, so this is what I designed in Figma, and then my final design, well, not final, but my current end result. I'm just going to go through these. As you can see, I follow my Figma design quite closely. This is the sign up screen. Again, I followed my Figma as close as I could so that it was all styled. Say if I got this as a specification from a company and they wanted it like this, that I could follow it quite closely. Here we have our home page. This is what I initially designed, and this is what I came up with in the end. As you can see, it's very similar, and it's all looking amazing. A few things. I initially wanted images for like, so you choose your sport, and from a drop down menu, and you'd have like skateboarding or all the different sports. But for now I've chosen to use it. You write what sport you did, but I might change that in the future, change it back. This is the searching bar, so on the mock-up you can see search and it's come up with the reviews. This is it actually working in-app, so you can search Spooky, it'll come up with Spooky Skate there. This is my recording page. I haven't gone into this yet. This is my next step. I just wanted to show that this is one of my next thing to work on. And then after this we've got edit as well. It's just like, here we've got some basic cropping tools. I might have more tools on there, but I'm not going to go overboard with the tools. It's meant to be quick and accessible. This is our upload page. This works very well. See, it's pretty much similar. I just updated it, added some red writing as well, because I thought that fit the style of my app a bit better. But overall, it's the same. And then we have our home page with we have me on the left, my Figma, and my final design. They use a picture, but I haven't been able to do that. I used a username. It was like an avatar URL thing to make the picture, and that's just my first initial of my thing. And yeah. Anyway, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's good enough, and thank you very much.